So as many people know, I went on the Real Ones podcast with John Berthenol, and he brought up taking naps. He didn't even bring it up. One of his crew, they're a bunch of California boys, so they're all super chill. And one of his boys that he brought up, somebody's like, man, I can't. He's like, he takes naps. I can't trust a man that takes naps. And I went on this whole thing. He went on this whole thing. I went on the whole thing, and I'm like, no, man, anti-nap club. And listen, I used to take naps, but the thing is with taking naps, it's like I felt like people do it as like a crutch. Like you're doing it because your hormones are messed up. You physically just don't have
or you don't go to bed early enough, and you don't. So like that's the problem I have with naps is like it's sort of the cop out to going to bed on time and getting up early.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you didn't go to bed when you needed to, and so you're gonna just sleep in the middle of the day.
My thing is like the day. And listen, if you don't have objectives, if you don't have goals, if you don't have things. If you
take your nap.
Well, sure, if you're on vacation, absolutely. But my point being is in a normal day-to-day life, the world is moving and people are like, you go take your nap, dude. Go take your fucking nap. While you're napping, I'm fucking moving progress. And then when you're like, Nick, how did you get to where you're at? Oh, you remember all that decade that you were napping? I was fucking working.
Yeah.
I was fucking making shit happen. And they're like, well, you need naps to do this and that. And all these health people came out like nap, 20-minute nap. Like, that's cool, bro. I get it. I believe all of you. I think all of you are correct. There is a lot of health benefits to a 20-minute nap. Einstein took naps, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I don't give a shit. I'm not taking naps because I got shit to do.
Right.
I have more important things to do than taking a 20-minute nap. If I feel like I'm tired in the middle of the day, I'll go fucking jump in the cold plunge, or I'll go do a freaking shot of BP and Infocus or something.
Yeah.
Like, I got shit to do because that 20, 30 minutes that I would be napping, I can accomplish so much more. And then by the end of that day, and if I get that stuff accomplished, now I'm not working later and I can be with you and the kids and I'm like, okay, I feel like I got all this stuff done.
But be somebody that people can count on. And if you're snoozing in the middle of the day because you stayed up super late and you had to get up for work, and so you come home at 4 and just crash for 2 hours and your family's like doing life and you're just like the guy that's asleep for 2 hours.
So that's really what we were talking about is like, my tier 1 Agoge client, Tim Esposito, and Enzo's Cleaning Solutions. There you go, Tim. There's your plug. Multi-million-dollar business up in Ohio. Not Ohio. Where's he at? Illinois, I think, somewhere up there. Anyways, he before he came on, he's like, man, I was so tired. I was exhausted. He just said it on the last call. He was like, he's falling asleep at his desk. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, your life is so unhealthy and so fucked up that you're falling asleep driving, you're falling asleep at your desk, or like your ex-husband who would life exhausted him so much he would come back from work.
He hated his job so bad and he dreaded going to work every day, so like he would want to stay up all night so that he could like enjoy life because he hated having to go to work. So it was like he'd stay up super late to avoid going to work, but then have to get up at 5 and then come home and sleep for like 3 hours every day.
And the kids are playing, you're there, like life's happening.
And he's just checked out.
Yeah,
right.
You're out. That's what I'm talking about, guys, with the whole nap things. Like, life is fucking happening. And because your life is so fucked up, like, you're missing it.
Yeah.
You're missing it.